Chico's is a specialty retailer of privately branded women's clothes and accessories. It operates 1,100 stores under the Chico's, White House Black Market, and Soma Intimates names. Each of the brands has its own identity and its own loyal and unique customer base. But in the past, understanding and marketing to those customers was a challenge.
We had a very strong loyalty program and had operated it since 1999. In fact, for our Chico's brand, 96% of all transactions come from our loyalty members. So we have a very rich past experience of what she's buying. What we didn't have was a good capability to mine that data and create targeted, segmented marketing lists.
We had this incredible amount of data that we were not able to get to with our existing tool set. We also had a locked data model, so we couldn't really grow with our business. The other piece that was really interesting about our campaign solution on our old system was that it was very rudimentary, and when they created a campaign on the campaign team, if there were any changes to that, they literally had to start completely over.
Chico's needed better access to its data and better control over its marketing campaigns. The right solution was SAS on-demand marketing automation.
We really were looking for a solution provider who really looked at its relationship with its clients as a partnership and less as a sales cycle associated with individual software packages per se. The kind of company that would really spend time understanding our business.
I think the most exciting thing is that the data is in the hands of the business users. They can really go in and analyze that and understand how to better plan for marketing strategies, marketing campaigns, also better understand the customers directly versus having to put in an IT request where they get back information.
The measurement of success is really coming from each of the brand's awarenesses of their unique customer attributes. Before, we didn't understand the crossover purchasing as well as we do today. We didn't understand the depth with which our best customers were shopping versus how shallow the lowest value customer was shopping. So all of that is enabling each of the brands to represent their product in a better way.
The hosted on-demand solution allowed Chico's to be up and running quickly, leveraging the full capability of the solution without having to implement and manage another piece of technology.
We wanted to spend more of our technology time, more of our business analytics time working with SAS and working on the business problems that we had in front of us, and less time, quite honestly, thinking about the infrastructure of the technology itself. And that's been sort of the greatest surprise and excitement that we've had with on-demand.
I used to think on-demand solutions would not work for large volumes of data. I've been pleasantly surprised at our ability to move literally every transaction that occurs at a Chico's store up to SAS to allow that information to be housed, available for inquiry, and returned to us. And there were clearly concerns around security of that information, and our ability to work through all of that has been very impressive, very impressive.
Chico's had such a good experience with the on-demand solution, it added SAS on-demand forecast server to optimize store scheduling.
So for the forecast server, we had an existing solution that was a Microsoft Access database. And it was a single person basically that operated the pedals on that database. And it was all manual, a lot of data crunching within that database. What we found was that optimizing that saved a lot of money for us. So there was an interest in not only getting it off of that single point of failure in that application, but also in terms of optimizing it and putting it in some kind of a tool like SAS Forecast Server that could give us the power to optimize and actually to put more data points into it so that we could optimize those schedules and essentially have less staff in the stores and also really having the right staff at the right time in the stores.
With SAS, Chico's is seeing improved efficiencies throughout the organization and understands its customers better than ever. And it no longer takes a month or more to create successful campaigns.
At this point, the majority of the campaigns, even the more complex ones, are taking about a week to put together. Some of them are much more quickly put together, as well as we have automation capabilities now.
In the first quarter of 2010, we increased marketing spend by about $17 million. We would not have done that if we didn't think there was a positive ROI associated with it.
Chico's has absolutely gained a competitive edge by implementing SAS. And quite honestly, it's far exceeded the expectations that I know I had, and I have to imagine many others in our organization.
So the relationship between SAS and Chico's has been a really great experience for me, as well as the company. I think it feels like more of a partnership than a vendor relationship, because for us to be successful, we need SAS, and SAS wants us to be successful. So I know that SAS will do whatever they can to make sure that we have what we need all the time. So it's been a great relationship.